Welcome. Good morning. Holy cow. My alarm went off today, but I didn't even hear it for a while. I must be missing a lot of sleep. Let's see now. Well, what do you know? I'm looking at an S&P 500 chart, um, 6 hour. You got an inverted hammer. Oh, yeah, we had a doji yesterday at the close of the market, which we thought might, be it's a reversal symbol. There's two dojis in there, but actually, it does appear to be like it might be reversing. There's a inverted. It looks like it's switching back and forth between an inverted hammer and a shooting star without much of a head. Um, let's go down to the smaller time frames we usually look at, like 5 minutes. So we are at pivot, and there was a discussion in the room. Was that you that was discussing? Yeah, VWAP, right? And I pointed that out before. I even put VWAP on the same layout as the pivots because it works quite similar. I don't find it as easy to use. I use it, but I don't find it as easy to trade with um, because of the levels that the pivots have and everything. But if you go back and you look at my charts from 7 years ago, I talk about the pivots and I talk about VWAP, and I knew about him 10 years before that. So I'm not too new to any of this. There must be a reason why I choose to use the pivots rather than VWAP to trade. But to each his own. I can certainly see how you could use it. Um, and we are standardizing now on the CD Camarilla all levels. Let's see now. I'm going to go back and see if you have any comments. HBAC, refridge, lols. Refridge. Behind me is a refrigerator? No, that can't be what you mean. Refridge. I wonder what you mean. Okay, back to the chart. S&P 500. Geez, at the moment, it's kind of slowly going down, and there is, it's kind of slowly going down. There's some big volume, big sell volume this morning. At what time? 8:30. Man, that must have woken up the nighttime traders. Oh, there was probably news, right? There was probably some news out. Um, I haven't talked about news, but everybody talks about news all the time in the room, so um, I won't go over that. So let's see what else. There's not. I mean, it seems kind of quiet right now. Uh, Waiting for the open. Let's see how many more minutes. 15 more minutes. Oh, this is interesting. We have a new indicator. I've been working with one of the guys in the room to try and find ways to determine, let's see, is there anyone? I don't need to let people in the room, do I? They automatically can come in, I believe. Yes. Um, and sorry, I keep saying my best friend told me, when he watched my video, he said you say too much, but that's what people say when they're thinking. Um, the We've got one that I've been sharing in the room for a few weeks now, trend meter, that's available as one of the indicators. And there's another one, CDV candle, and that seems to it looks like it's selling off. It's got big red candles going down, so that may be an indication of more down. We're so high, I think that you probably read my two ideas, and one of them is long term. Um, it's not, the market is not behaving like a bear market right now. It's behaving more like a bull market. And out of a year, most times the market goes up. Most days the market goes up out of a year. we would all love it to go down every day. I noticed in the room everyone was talking about shorting. Everyone wants it to go down, but if you look at the chart in my idea, it's not going down. The other thing is going beyond R14 yesterday. We were talking about VWAP. VWAP and pivot both have the same principle. It's like S5 or S6 is repelling price, and pivot is attracting it, and VWAP's attracting it. Regression to the mean, it's gone so far, so over bought that it's got to come back. But who's to say when? But I bet you it'll be by Friday. I'd like to say today, but it could be today, definitely. But definitely by Friday, it's got to come back down. So we should get some temporary selling. Although the market can literally do anything. The minute that you think it can't do anymore, like we've been using R5 and R6, but here it is. All of a sudden, it goes to R14. I've never seen R14 before. I've been watching the pivots for 20 years and never seen R4 before, 14 before. I'm sure it's been there. I probably just missed it. But that was pretty amazing. Okay, what else? Let's see. That was ES. No, that was, let's see now. Was that S&P 500, MES. Oh, MNQ. Here we are. Our old buddy, the firecracker, the explosive missile. On our trend meter, I'll share these somewhere. I'll write down what they are in one of my posts or something. But there's a trend meter MACD crossover, and it has 3 red dots. And one of them is MACD, and then one of them is a combination of different kinds of RSI, and the other one is a 50 MA crossover by 5, 11, 13, and 36. If those are all red, you don't want to be long. If they're all green, you don't want to be short. So that is 2 reds and 1 green. It's beginning to look like we could go down today. Nobody knows for sure, but I'm right more often than most. It's just a gift I have. I have a high IQ, but it doesn't work for everything. It's not a general purpose thing. It's just extremely good at recognizing visual patterns. Ow. I'm going to check and see if there's any questions in the chat. People came in. Welcome, people. Got a couple people. It's funny because, there was like so many people when I started this that there wasn't enough room for them. And I mentioned it the other day, and somebody goes, "You can be kicked out for talking about an outside room." That's not true. You can be kicked out for posting links. So I'm not posting any more links. What would I do if they kicked me out of TradingView? They did suggest I start talking in a room. I don't know if you've seen the advertisement for, it's called Talks or Shares. Let me see. Where is that? It's under watch list. You click on Minds, S&P 500 Minds, but it's not so much like a room. It's like a place where everyone posts, where some people post and most people don't know about it. Okay, what else? If you have any questions, write them down. I'm going to keep checking for questions every few minutes. So I was checking the NQ. Wow. Definitely odd. I really wouldn't be surprised if they brought this down. So overbought. Doesn't mean they couldn't go up at first. Oh, you know what? You guys are in the room. This is weird. I can share a chart in the room and we can discuss it. If I find anything, I was thinking about shorting platinum, and I will just go ahead and share this in the room. Okay, I shared that in the S&P 500 room. So every time I post an article about this, it goes up 30 points. Yesterday, it went up 50 points because of um, the news. You know, it happened. It just accelerated it up to 50 points. And I thought it was going to correct. I was thinking about shorting it. And look what it did. It's still going up. When I first started posting about this, let me show you. Uh, when I first started posting about it, it was just going down, screaming down, you know, week after week after week. Nobody was talking about it. It was just falling for 2 weeks. Uh, and I started talking about it and pointing it out to people, why they should buy it. And now, it's after I posted about it 4 or 5 times, it's got a life of its own. So this is a really good one to trade because it's $50 per point. You have to, you know, if you can't do it calmly, you probably don't want to do it because whenever you know, that's the good thing about trading the micro E-minis is they're so small. You know, the dollar value is so small that you don't have to worry about how much you're going to lose. If you know, setting your stops, it's easier to trade it emotion free. Let's see how many minutes. 5 minutes till the market opens. I can't wait. I'm just like a kid when it comes to this stuff. I never seem to get tired of trading stocks or talk. Oh, there we go. They're taking off. Get a little buying there. That's the NQ. It's a little early, but we have 2 green dots now. Five-minute chart. Let's see, where are our beloved pivots? We're above R3. Interesting. Yesterday we were above R14. So, in a way, they've already brought it down. That's amazing. I love the way the pivots work. You know, we went up to R14, we were overbought. Now all of a sudden we're just above R3. Interesting. See, one of the things I pointed out is even during the most bearish times, you could go long at night. You know, during all those months that we were going down, the way the pivots work, you know, every night, yeah, we are coming down. 1 hour. Check a 1 hour chart. We are coming down. I shared this in the room while I'm talking. Isn't that interesting? Technology. Oops. Okay, so yeah, check a 1 hour. We got a tremendous doji. It's not a doesn't look like an X, but it's you know, very long wicks on both ends. It's red. We got 2 out of 3 on the trend meter. RSI divergence is high, but it says bear. So, you know, it's not 100% clear. We won't know until they open, but odds are it's going to be down. Let's see. Is there any questions? You guys have any questions? How many stocks? I don't trade individual stocks. I only trade the indices. There's so much to keep track of. And, you know, FOMC, it's it just gets exponentially more difficult with stocks. I would trade stocks. I used to trade stocks. When Google IPO'd, it was $100 a share, and then later it made it up to $600 a share, I think. And I traded it 600 times. I know that. Think about it now. What if I just bought it once and held it? I'd be a multi-millionaire. I was a millionaire once. If you want to know how to make a small fortune, you take a large fortune and you day trade it. I mean, you guys might like day trading, but it's so much more risky than pivot trading. That's why I do this, I used to be, when I had a room with over 5,000 people in it, for the first hour and a half, I'm killer on day trading. I'm winning every trade. But after a while, I start to get exhausted, and, I keep trading all day long, and then that, it gets more difficult. And then the more you trade, the more commissions. Like, I'd have days when I had $1,000 in commissions, fees, So this is so much better of a way to trade. Relaxed. I'm completely relaxed when I trade the pivots. And here we go. 8:30. It looks like they're going to start off probably by going up is what I see. I'm going to post in the room up to start with. It could be over in a second. They can reverse it at any time. Let's take a look at the gauges again. Oh, in the room, I just posted that chart with the CDV candle 55. Let's see what it's called. Hopefully, I saved it as a favorite. CD5, CDV. Cumulative Delta Volume by Lonesome Something. Cumulative Delta Volume. It's a new trend indicator we're trying. Boy, it's not very powerful. Did the market really open? Come on, guys. What's up here? Okay, stocks. We were talking about stocks. R3 and R4. Let's check. Yes. It's creeping up towards, let's see. One. Wow, my colors are off. Well, somehow. I'm on the, let's see now. I'm on the wrong one. It should be the same, but I'm on the old. We switched to CD, Camarilla, all levels, which has R6. And we actually were creeping on the S&P 500. We're creeping up on R3. Let me check and see. I always wondered if ES Bang won. Oh, it doesn't like that. It's the other way around. ES1 Bang. Bang is a Unix term. I used to teach Unix system administration. Bang means exclamation mark. Oh, yeah, it's taken off. Man, I got to get it. Well, no. FOMO. No FOMO. It does look like we're going up, though. I think I'll get me some. This is too soon, right? So I hate to miss it. I think I'll try some with a tight stop. It's just amazing. They just keep going up. When you think they can't go any higher, they go higher. Relentlessly bullish. I'm sure you guys understand if I get into a trade here. You got me in the background until the timer runs out. It's weird because I'm having my picture taken, but I need to shave and stuff, I guess. Okay, text me. I kind of ramble, but I tend to be right a lot, so I guess you can put up with it. Hopefully, I'll try and ramble less. Text messages. Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay, Schwab. Here's my code, everyone. I'm kidding. Let me in. By the time I get there, they probably will have reversed. Let's go check. No, ES is still climbing. Man, ferociously bullish. Well, not as like yesterday, but I definitely think it's safe to go long here for a while. With a stop. You know, we always use a stop. Yesterday, gosh, people are so weird. I left a coma off yesterday, and I had made $1,000 between 8 and 8:30, and instead of people congratulating me, they accused me of not using a stop. Which, how would they know? I said something and I left off a comma, but I did use a stop. Of course, we use a stop. Limit order 45.29. Boy, it's not going up that fast. 45.29. 45, 28.50. Slowing down. Let's check. Nope, still going. It was just switching candles, I guess. 45.28. Funny that I can get it for less, though. 28.25. Oh, no. Yeah, it's the same price. Wow. Before I click place, I'm going to check one last time. Yeah, we got a red candle. What's it? Yeah, they're coming back down. Good thing I checked. Well, they're doing a corrective activity here. People are taking profits. We'll give them a few minutes. You know, we got to stop every 10 points and take profits. That's what I like about the open, though, is it's a lot shorter than 10 minutes. Okay, I'm in long. Let's hope. I need to get a stop set. 45. I used 10 points as an initial stop with the ES. So 45.18. 45. Whoa, it's dropping a little. 45.18. I hate getting stopped out. Stop to go. Sell stop 14.18. Okay, MESZ23. 45.26. Waited a second. People worry about, oh, shoot. Ugh. That was to be expected, though. I hope it's just not a full reversal and they take out my stops. Jeez, I should have waited a little longer. So typical of the opening. We were doing the opening range thing and they clobbered us. I had an insight into I noticed that every time I posted a trade, price immediately would go down. And I think I figured out why that was. I do believe there are some people that I irritate because I keep revealing all the secrets of Wall Street. I reveal, my thing is psychology, right? I was a psych major before I became an art major, before I became a nuclear security guard, before I became a computer engineer. Now we're going back up again. And psych is what I do. I psych out I've been trading since I was 7, which is 60 years. And I psych out what paper is thinking and we try and copy them. So let's see, what level are we at now? Why are you not showing it? Are we still trying to get to R3? It wasn't that explosive. You got to be careful how you scroll your chart. Okay, I'm going to go back to the room. We're long. I've got to stop, so it's safe for me to come over here and check. People, news this morning. Oh, what is the news? Yep, There's always news. Yesterday we got on the right side of it. Okay, the 1 hour. We got kind of a morning star forming on the 1 hour. It's flickering, but a morning star or an inverted hammer. It just depends on where it's located. Actually, they're the same kind of candle. You got a green candle with an extremely long tail. If it's at the top, if you've been going up, then you come down and you see an inverted hammer. It's they're going to continue higher. But if it's at the bottom, it's called a morning star. If you go on the 1 hour MNQ, you'll see it. And probably, if you think markets aren't manipulated, anybody who thinks they aren't manipulated, how is it that all the indices look the same most of the time? Think about that for a minute. I think we can pretty much agree that they're programming these patterns, and they purposely program them. That's what I should talk about until we run out of time. They purposely program them to take our money away. Everybody wants to use the 1 minute chart, or they pay more to get the 1 second chart. Oh, let's do some Elliott waves on a 1 second chart. Come on. 5 minutes is the minimum for Elliott wave reading, in my opinion. I can't believe it. There was a guy who wanted to argue with me in stocks yesterday, and the guy's, he's old. He's been around for a while, and he goes, "Oh, there's no truth to Elliott waves," just because he can't read them. You obviously can't read them if he thinks they don't work, because they work 80% of the time. Most indicators work 50% of the time. The Batman works probably 60-70% of the time, because I claim a wide range of area, right? If it's not a Head and Shoulders, I can claim it as a Batman. But it's got to look like a Batman. We had a perfect one yesterday. This kind of looks like it's not really a Batman. Ideally, he needs to have ears and kind of a cape unfurling. He could have a small head, but if the head's bigger than the ears, it's not a Batman, it's a Head and Shoulders. We don't seem to have a lot of ferocity. Let's check our trend meter. The trend meter, 2 greens and a red. MACD is red, but the RSI and the crossovers are green. So that's good for bullishness. And the convergence, divergence is up at the top of the chart. I'm still learning this one, but you got to kind of assume that if it's up at the top, I'll post it in the room so you can see it. This is a 1 hour S&P 500 chart. I'm going to say mixed. Mixed trend, mostly green. For now, because we've got red candles. 1 hour red candle. Oh, let's see. Let's go back to 5 minutes. Is it time to get out? Is it time to cut my losses? 45.22. 45.18, and I'm out. I think I'll change it to, I was going to sell 2, which would close the trade. Let's change it to 4. And what that would do is put me into a short automatically. And then I move it up. If things look bearish, I move it up. So let's look. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a fake out. I think I'll just switch to short. 2 out of 3 trends. Modify, move up to meet them. Okay, 45.18, 45. Ooh, well, that's weird. The number's higher than it was. So 45.23, 45.20. 21. I'm going to get real close. 45.21. If they want to go back up, that's fine. You don't want to choke the trade, but It's a minus $40. No big deal. Okay, let's go to 5 minute. 5 minute. Yeah, they got the possibility. Let's see, 45. Oops, switch to MNQ. Oh, wow. My stop was good. They didn't hit my stop. Wow, just barely. But they are forming a couple of Batman ears on the 5 minute MES. Let's see. One indicator says bull. TTM squeeze fired incorrectly. And then we got 2 out of 3 are red now. It's beginning to look more bearish by the minute. I'm going to be taking short here soon. 45.22. Maybe not. Maybe not. They could still go up. I prefer to not have to switch. Of course, like I said, what they're doing, their job is to make more commissions. So they want us to reverse as many times as possible. I mean, look at that. The 5 minute chart, they went up, they went down, they went up, they went down, and it's not even 15 minutes into the market. Pick a direction, guys. I'm ready to go short, but they painted a green candle. So now they could be forming an upwards channel. Within a range. Gosh, we still haven't made it to R3, have we? No. And we're above. What is that? That's my adaptive ATR, I believe. My adaptive ATR puts a green line in there. I think I'll lower my stop a little bit. Now it's no longer looking like they want to. Well, it's okay. 21. It's only a few points, but if they want to go up, I'll give them another point. So we're 3 points above my stop. And 5 minute, 15 minute looks inconclusive because they keep going up and down. There's definitely sellers out there too, paper sellers. They're the buyer. Nobody's winning right now. It's just a battle. Quite often, in the first minute, you don't even see it on the chart, but in the first minute, they cover the entire nighttime trade. That's why you don't want to. Well, you can enter the market already in a trade, but you should have a stop. It could very well be taken out because sometimes during the first minute, they cover the entire nighttime range. I've had stops that were way far out of the money. You want it to be tight during, if you're holding overnight and you go into the cash, you want to have it fairly tight. Okay, back to see if there's any questions. Oh, wow. What trend meter do I use? I was a little too early. Well, it's working. Somehow my trades always miraculously work out. I'm sorry I'm not having everyone talk, but when we're in that room, there's constantly people contradicting me. I was right 98 out of 100 times, and I can prove it on the pivots. And, I'm wrong once, and suddenly I lose half my membership. I mean, I made that one mistake of being long in front of FOMC. But usually I'm right, and having people contradict me constantly it's just makes it very hard to lead the room like this. Of course, there are other leaders in there. I'm not going to point out names or anything, but I think some of them are market makers. They talk a bunch of stuff that nobody quite understands, and quite often they're getting everybody, to go the opposite of the trend. Like it's going down and they're trying to get everybody long. When I see that, I'm just very suspicious, We got a little doji here on 5 minutes. I got to make the chart bigger. Oh, let's go back to the trends. The trend meter MACD crossover. It's called, let's see, trend. I think it's called favorites. It should be in here. The cumulative delta volume. Cumulative delta volume. Save it as a favorite. It's by Lonesome TH ... I don't know his last name. And it's got one green. I don't know how they're going up. Oh, okay. I also watch RSI divergence, which is part of the trend meter. You don't really need RSI divergence, but it says bull. And I'll share this with you in the room. It's got a good place to put it helps you with your stop. Mine is a little higher. But let's see, am I making money? Let's see, 45.26. Not a lot. They're just screwing with us here. They've definitely not picked a clear direction. Everything's, the indicators don't agree with each other. Let's see if the NQ is doing any better. Lately I've been enjoying trading the NQ. Nope, it's doing the same damn thing. Not another sideways day. Oh yeah. INDANGELO. He and I have been working together on being able to pick better to figure out the trends. So when we reach an R level and we're trying to decide, can we go higher? That's the reason I've been using these trend indicators to help us decide, because this is the point in the room at which half the people are going, go long, and half of them are yelling, go down, go short. And then they're arguing about it. We want facts. We want data. We don't want speculation. Okay, it's gone short. I just got turned short. Oh. So now I'm pulling for yep, we got 3 red dots. RSI says long, but clearly in the room, I'm going to tell them we rolled. We rolled. And publish that chart. You can see from my chart, you can see the bottom, you can see the, hopefully they're not too small. Let me take a look here. Yeah, you can see them. They've all turned red. It does say bull, but that's a Batman. The Batman, it says bull, but look at the line. It's oversold, but you got a Batman coming down. So that's good for the trade, actually, even though it says bull. Weak RSI. I'm not sure why that says bull. I guess because the ears kind of go up, but it's not behaving bullishly. Everything's red. Let's hope they continue with this. What Wall Street would like to do is take our money, so they would love to keep reversing it forever. I'm going to check if there's any more questions. Okay, I answered the question about the trend meter. You can use RSI, but it's already included in that convergence one that I mentioned. I day trade. Okay, you're day trading. Good. When I'm talking in the room, I'm usually talking to the day traders, because with the pivots, you don't need to sit there and watch it all day. It's one of the best thing about the pivots. So when I'm in the room, usually I'm trying to help the day traders, looking for scalp opportunities. And sometimes I scalp. I got up in the middle of the night last night and scalped a few hundred. I just can't do it all day long, is what I found. They just love to keep us guessing. We got kind of a mini Batman there on the 5-minute chart. It's not really a full Batman. We got a couple of ears with no head, though. That is technically a Batman. And we are looking down. The volume's decreasing, but I'd love to see correction. I'd love to see us go down hundreds of points or 100 points. Wouldn't you love to have one of those days again? See if there's any comments. I don't hold overnight. Okay. Yeah. If you do hold overnight, sometimes I've been known to take profits right before the market opens. Or just have a tight stop. Have a tight stop if you think you know what way it's going. I'm always 100% honest with you guys. I just, I tell you what I see. I don't speculate. A lot of people in the room, they'll go long, go short. That's meaningless, without backing it up. You got to have some data behind it. Why go long? Why go short? We're in a very indecisive phase, but we have the trend meters, to me, indicate down. The price action is going down. They're not going down very fast. For the first 30 minutes, we're almost at 9. They've accomplished exactly nothing. They've gone up and down, just taking out people's stops, getting people to reverse. That's what Wall Street loves to do. Day traders love the first 30 minutes. Back in the day during a bull market, we used to go up for 30, down for 30, up for 30. It was so easy. Now they're going up for 2 candles, down for 3 candles, up for 2 candles, down for 3 candles, accomplishing nothing. I have another chart. Let me see if I can find it here. I got a lot of good charts. Sometimes I'll be on one layout and then it's not clear, and then I go to a different one and it's extremely clear. I love the Renko overlay. It tells us very quickly what direction we're going. Down, down, down. Oh, that's the NASDAQ. Oh, geez, I should have gotten on the NASDAQ. It's going down a lot better. And one problem with the CDV candle, the trend meter, sometimes it stops working and you have to re-add it. Cumulative delta volume, and then you can see it again. Oh, cumulative delta volume says down, heavily down. Is the MES following along yet? No, it's diddling around, not doing much of anything. Tell you, I'm tempted to jump onto the NQ, but the S&P 500 is always slow. It's got nothing here. I could get out, break even right now. Jump on the NQ. Let's see what the NQ is doing. Now it's dawdling around. We got one good sell candle. Okay. 8, almost 10 a.m. Sometimes they reverse at 10, like I said, but not always. So we're looking for a reversal, potential reversal. Okay. Platinum. Platinum is still going up. I can't believe it. 50 points from where I called it as a long. $1,500 per contract you would have made if you took that trade. And we're still in it, but you could have gotten out yesterday. Let's see our trend meters. I'm checking different charts. The CDV candle, definitely bearish. The Renko overlay. Zoom in on it a little. I'll share this in the room. All the candles, it paints the color of the candles. And right now they've switched to red. Okay, I'm sharing this in the room. Okay. Here I am about to say that it's painted red, but we've got a doji. Well, Renko overlay, not painted. Dang, spell checkers are worthless. Painted, not turd. Renko overlay, painted red. I like to check these different charts to see what I see. I bought this indicator from Mort Diggity Doggity. He hasn't been around lately, but he was a really good programmer, and I bought a few of his indicators. I'm actually going to buy the professional TTM squeeze as well. My old buddy John Carter created that one. A lot of people use it. There's videos on YouTube about how to use the TTM squeeze. See if there's any more questions. We do seem to be short but very weak. I don't hold overnight, no questions. And now, damn it looks like they're reversing here. Idiots. Some days you shouldn't trade, John Carter says that this is going against me right now. Shoot, now it looks like they're going up. Okay. After I reversed like twice, that's it. I'm done. Until they show us a clear direction. I'm going to wait here. And if they hit 45.32, we'll be going up. Actually, let's see. I can reverse without much of a cost here. $30. Won't cost me much to reverse again. Make sure I'm right. Maybe what I'll do is get out of the S&P and get into the NASDAQ. It's reversing too. Actually, the MES is leading today. No, it's not reversing. It's on a reversal candle, but the next 5-minute candle is looking down, and we have switched to red. So let's see if the MES is faking before I drop out of the trade. I hate reversing all the time. That's what they want you to do. So what do we got here? 3 red dots. We're trying to get people out of the trade. Trying to get them to go long. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. That's a scam. Watching the NQ, testing to see whether it indicates up or down. I'm going to stay short here. I bought another thing called Prime Oscillator Pro. It never seems to show me anything. I'm waiting for it to show me something. It prints words on there. I need to find the instructions to that thing. So we're still looking very slightly bearish. They want to get as many commissions as possible. I'm going to watch the NQ here for a minute. Yeah, it had a doji, but now it's looking bearish. Bearish continuation. TTM squeeze did not fire. Let's check the longer time frames. 1 day. See, if you get a TTM squeeze on a 1-day chart, that means something. Oh, wow. The 1-day chart, oh my gosh. It's an inverted hammer with an extremely tiny head. And there is no squeeze here. Oh, we got a double top too. Okay. That was the MNQ. 4 hours. Same thing. It's coming down. Didn't quite reach. The fact that it didn't reach R3, the NASDAQ did send a candle through there, but they didn't really go there. They just sent a candle up. Renko overlay. All the candles are green. Let's drop down to 4 hours is green. Let's drop down to 1 hour. 1 hour, there's a the Renko overlay has painted a stop for me here and saying to go short. The cumulative delta, let's see, what's it called? Cumulative delta volume has turned bearish. TTM squeeze is switching from bullish to bearish. I'll share these in the rooms. We're going to run out of time soon. Oops, that didn't get posted. Renko overlay painted red. That's the NASDAQ. They even set a stop for us. My post is not showing up. That's weird. It takes a while, I guess. Huh. Let's see if you guys have any questions. See you in the room. Okay. I'm alone again. No, I got one person. Whoever's here, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Oh, 53 minutes. I think that means we're just about to run out of time. But I'll hang here and I'll answer any questions. I'm short. Contradictory indications. I fear another day of chop. I suspect more chop, very indecisive. Sideways range building. Sideways range channel building. We don't have to trade every day. This is not a super hot day to trade. Let's see. I'm short. They've gone a few points higher. I don't think they're going to keep going, but okay, do I have order status? I need to make a decision here. I'm not going to let them reverse me more than twice. After that, we're done. I'm not going to day trade this channel all day. 3 candles up, 3 candles down, 3 candles up. The trend meter has been red for 30 minutes. Since 8:30, it's been red. At this moment, it's green, but I suspect they'll reverse it again here. I suspect they'll roll this over around 45.30. Oh, this could be the falling three method. The falling three method is where you get 3 green candles, and then the fourth candle is bearish engulfing. So let me tell them in the room. Three green candles. Three green candles. Watch for the falling three method. So the falling three method. Oh man, they're making it look more. It's going against me, but I'm gonna see, instead of flip flopping, I'm gonna watch this candle, the fourth candle. If this candle is bearish and they paint a big red bearish engulfing, that's what we want right now. Yeah, I'm short. So what I want is the fourth candle to go bearish engulfing. And it's red. So they still have to paint it. But it doesn't seem like they're really rocketing up to infinity. Doesn't seem like they're going to make R3 here. This is something that keeps us in the trade. You know, every time you reverse directions, it's expensive. And a nice red bearish engulfing would confirm a down move. Checking for questions. Well, it's going to shut off here in about a minute. But if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, or I'll see you in the room. I think I'll just close it out. Thank you for joining me. It's going to automatically shut off here in a minute. Okay, the NQ is going up. Damn it. The ES has formed a head and shoulders. Tiny little, it's almost a Batman. It's in between. It's more of a Batman than a head and shoulders, really. Everybody in the room thinks they're an expert. I don't know if you're still here. Everyone in the room thinks they're an expert. You know, when I got there, oh, it's over maybe. No, it says live still. Huh. I thought this thing shut off after an hour. At any rate, everyone in the room thinks they're an expert. They're all making calls, but let me tell you, they're not all experts. A number of people want to have their own room, and they contradict me, and I usually win. I'm sorry, but I'm usually right. Like 95% of the time. I don't know why people want to try and come and do battle with me. Okay, let's see. Let's stay focused, Dave. I don't know. That looks mighty bearish to me. The Renko overlay says stay short. Okay, no more questions. I think I'll end this now. Give you another minute or two if you have any questions. Where is my list of participants? Oh man, I guess I got to pay to get all the features that I need. In stream. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and I'll see you in the room. End.